Hi everyone, I'm Morit Summers, founder of Form Fitness Brooklyn, a personal training studio in Brooklyn Heights. I'm here with Well+Good for Trainer of the Month Club. Today we're gonna do a strength and mobility workout to get you moving, making your body feel really great and strong. And if you've been sitting a long time, which I know most of us have, this workout is the one for you. So get down on the floor with me and let's get started. We're gonna start, find your mat, whatever you have available. Hopefully you have something nice under the knees if you need some cushion. But we're gonna go right into a cat-cow. So wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. What I'm gonna have you do is drop your belly down to the floor, lift your chest up tall, deep breath in, and then round your spine. Big exhale, tucking the hips. We're gonna do that about 5 times. Inhale, big exhale. Try to just let the body relax. Move the spine. Beautiful. We're gonna go into something called a bird dog, or I like to call it opposite arm and leg, whichever one makes sense for you. Both same position, wrists under the shoulders, knees under the hips. One arm and the opposite leg are gonna extend really long, not high, long, and then you're gonna come back down and switch to the other side, holding your belly really strong. This is a core exercise, but it's also just great for creating our X pattern, which we use on a daily basis when we're walking, when we're moving. Now, if you wanna make this harder, feel free to stick to one side, pull your elbow and your knee in, and balance and go right back into it. I'm gonna keep going with the alternating. 5 more per side. Make sure you're breathing. If you see I'm taking my time, I'm going nice and slow. Nothing we do in this workout is meant to be fast. One more. Awesome. Okay, so now we're gonna do something called a groin shift. So I'm gonna keep both of my hands and my knees in that same position, but I'm gonna take one leg and put it out to the side. What I wanna do is keep my chest up tall, sit my hips back, nice big stretch in the inner thigh, and then just come back and breathe. We're not resting and turning off, okay? We're just shifting back slightly. We're gonna do 3 more on this side and then switch. I love this move, it feels great. But go slow, you don't wanna overstretch. Awesome, we're gonna switch sides. Again, foot out to the side, just sit your hips back. Two more. Awesome. Okay, so we're now gonna go into a half kneeling hip flexor stretch. Now, if you have a hard time being on the knees, I do want you to either double your mat or put something else under the knee. We don't want that to be the reason you don't do this movement. So, half kneeling position means one foot up, one knee down. I want you to pelvic tilt. So I tuck my pelvis under, big squeeze in the tush, nice length in the front of the hip flexor, and release it. So I'm not like leaning and tucking or doing any of that right now. I'm gonna pelvic tilt, hold and breathe, and release. Pelvic tilt, hold and breathe. It doesn't take much to find that stretch. And release. And again, one more time. Awesome, switching sides. Okay, big pelvic tilt and release. I'm gonna turn so that you can see my hips. Big tilt and release. A lot of us sit all day long and our hips get stuck, so this is a really good one. I have people practice this all day whenever they get a chance. and release. Awesome. Okay, now that we've warmed up the hips, we're gonna go into something called a spider. Plank position. I'm gonna take my foot and bring it to the outside of my hand, lengthen the body. So I don't wanna be round or dropped, lengthen. Bring the foot back, switch to the other side. Now, if this is too hard for you, I want you to get a stool or a chair and hold on to that chair so that you can bring your foot around with a little more ease. We're gonna do 5 per side. Breathe. Kind of hold for a sec, find that stretch. Since I'm holding a plank, it's also a core exercise. You know, get all that work in. One more per side. And relax. Feel that burn in the quads and the core, but also got that really nice length into the hips. Okay. We have something called a 90-90 switch. So one leg is bent and crossed in front. The other leg is also bent, but behind. So I have 2 90-degree angles. I'm gonna keep my chest up as tall as I can, drive my feet into the floor, and rotate to the other side. Drive the feet down and rotate. If this is too difficult, use your hands, lean back, and switch. You'll notice that you might move around a little, like you might inch forward. There's nothing wrong with that. Just try not to pick your feet up off the floor. We're gonna do 2 more. Awesome, some great hip rotation. Now, I'm gonna switch my body a little bit, same position, 90 degrees in front, 90 degrees behind. What I'm gonna do is bridge up onto my knees. So again, try to make sure there's mat underneath the knee, just so that you feel comfortable. I'm gonna push my hips up off the ground, make sure my hips are in line with that triangle, and then slowly sit back. In control. We're gonna do 10 of these, so that was 4. Try not to plop to the floor. Two more. If I can't count, you know, just keep going, it's okay. One more time. Awesome. Okay, I'm gonna switch to the other side. Find that 90-degree position, belly strong, and bridge. You may find that one side is a little harder than the other. There's nothing wrong with that. If you have a really hard time with this, feel free to use your hands to help you. There's a lot of challenges on the internet right now. People trying to get up without their hands or using a broomstick. I may have tried it. But this is a really great one to help us learn how to do those things. One more time. Awesome. Okay, we're gonna slowly come on up. We're gonna get into a nice wide position. This is called a Cossack squat, so it's a strength exercise. There's also some great stretching involved. So, nice wide position. Find the position that works best for you. If you need to adjust, do that. I'm gonna sit all the way down as low as I can to one side, come back up, and switch to the other side. Use that strength and also feel that stretch. go 3 more per side. One more. All right, shake it out. I really like that one, but it can be hard. All right, we're gonna do something called a shoulder rotation or shoulder cars. If you look it up, it could be either one, but we're gonna really warm up those shoulders. Standing whichever way you want, but belly strong. I like to put my hand on my stomach so that I don't move my body. We're gonna go arm all the way up to the sky, palm is facing my head, and then I'm gonna slowly rotate it and bring it as far back behind me as possible. So I'm not swinging my body open. My core is staying strong, but I'm just rotating the arm. We're just doing 2 more times. All the way up, rotate, 1 more. Shake it out, we're gonna switch, hand on the belly, all the way up, rotate, reach, 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 around. It seems simple, but if you keep your body from moving, it's not that easy. 1 more time. Awesome. Now that our shoulders are warmed up, we got 1 more movement. We're gonna come down to the floor. We're gonna lay on our bellies. We're doing a Superman, but with some shoulder rotation. So, down on the floor, arms are gonna be out in front of us. We're gonna reach up, turn them all the way back, reach as far away from yourself as possible, all the way back around, and down. Make sure you breathe. Up, reach, two more. Okay. I hope that everybody enjoyed that mobility and strength workout. I hope you feel as good as I do, limber, but also strong. Thank you for joining me today. Remember, subscribe to the Trainer of the Month Club with Well+Good.